From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Wednesday, July the 20th, 2022. Israeli Prime Minister Yair Lapid met today with the leaders of pro-Israel lobby AIPAC, who are visiting Israel. Lapid tweeted of his meeting with AIPAC President Betsy Korn and CEO Howard Kor. We discussed the President of the United States' visit to Israel and the historic Jerusalem Declaration, reaffirming the unbreakable U.S.-Israel alliance. Strengthening bipartisan support for that alliance, Lapid wrote, is a top priority. AIPAC's leaders, in response, thanked Lapid, echoing the sentiment that the strategic partnership between America and Israel benefits both nations. We are proud, they wrote, to build broad bipartisan support in Congress for the U.S.-Israel relationship. And Lapid this afternoon met with two civilians who helped stop a Palestinian terrorist last night during a stabbing attack in Jerusalem, as we reported to you about. Meshi Ben Ami, a photographer for Ynet, shot the terrorist who was stabbing an Israeli man, and Chaim Naim threw a rock at the terrorist and tried to stop him that way. Lapid thanked the two on behalf of the government and citizens of Israel and gave them certificates of appreciation for responding quickly and for having the resourcefulness to prevent many more people from being hurt. Meanwhile, the Jerusalem Magistrates Court extended the remand of the terrorist, who is still hospitalized after being shot. The victim is still hospitalized as well. He is in stable and moderate condition. French President Emmanuel Macron called today for a resumption of peace talks between Israel and the Palestinians. Speaking at a press conference with visiting Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas in Paris, Macron said that it could be a difficult path, but we have no other alternative. A Holocaust survivor who survived the inhumanity of infamous Nazi Dr. Joseph Mengele has died. Renee Slotkin was known as a Mengele twin, with his sister Irene among 200 sets of twins to survive Mengele's evil experimentation at the Auschwitz death camp. Both Irene and Renee reunited after 6 years and were adopted by the Slotkin family in New York. Renee went on to become a physical education teacher and devoted time to teaching young people about the horrors of the Holocaust. He died Sunday at the age of 84, survived by his wife, his 4 children, 11 grandchildren, and a great-grandchild. Jewish pitcher Eric Raiselman was drafted by the New York Yankees. The Louisiana State University pitcher was selected 160th overall in the 5th round of the Major League Baseball draft on Monday. The MLB noted Raiselman's Jewish background and the struggle of his immigrant parents, his mother having immigrated from Ukraine, his father from Moldova. Raiselman told MLB.com, "My parents did not have an easy road getting to where they did. They're incredible examples. I try to model what I do, the decisions I make after everything I've learned from them. My mom's story, my dad's story. It's something I think about every day," saying, "I don't want it to go to waste. I want to use the opportunity that they gave me and my brothers." And Jewish Broadway star Ben Platt was on hand to kick off the 2022 MLB All-Star Game last night. The Dear Evan Hansen star, who grew up in Los Angeles and attended Camp Ramah in California for many years, sang the national anthem at Dodger Stadium in his hometown last night.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and love of the brave.
Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Wednesday, July the 20th at 7 o'clock. It's Talmud Study. At 7:30, Alan Dershowitz discusses President Biden's trip to Israel. At 8, a discussion of Jewish and Catholic perspectives on gun control with Tobias Winright and Rabbi Mosbacher. At 9, Mark Goldub sits down with Jay Goldberg on L'chaim. At 10:30, Israeli mentalist Lior Suchard performs. And coming up next, it's Thinking Out Loud. And that's the JBS News Update for Wednesday, July the 20th, 2022. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.